You're working 12 hours a day, dealing with 50 clients at once, and you're still barely making any money to survive. Meanwhile, there's someone in your exact industry working 4 hours a day, dealing with only 5 clients, and doing 10x more revenue than you. And the difference between you and them is not luck, is not any strategy that you don't know about. It's who you are selling to. And I'm going to show you why selling to rich people isn't just better, it's just the only way to build a big business. So let me tell you my own story, that how I learned this lesson the hard way. When I first got started, I used to sell a digital product 4 years ago which was priced at 5,000 rupees. I thought that I was being smart. The more people can afford it, the more money I'm gonna make, because it's really cheap. Although I made some money out of it, I made 25 lakhs out of that digital product alone. But here's what nobody tells you about this approach. I had to deal with a lot of chaos, hundreds of customers constantly complaining about small things that I have to deal with. Each customer was only worth 5,000 rupees, like their LTV, lifetime value, was only 5,000, nothing after that, like no upsells, no cross sells, and no recurring revenue. I was basically trapped in something that I call cheap customer prison. And here's what happens when you sell cheap products to broke people. They expect the world for pennies. A 5,000 rupees customer has more expectation than someone paying 50,000 rupees. But they complain 10 times more because that 5,000 rupees represents a bigger percentage of their wealth. They micromanage every single detail because they simply can't afford to lose that money. And sometimes they demand your personal phone number, instant support, and they simply treat you like an employee. Meanwhile, you're barely making any money to be able to afford good talent in market, to be able to get good softwares in order to get results to your clients. But as soon as I realized this, I broke my mental beliefs that were stopping me to charge more money. I was really good at getting results to clients, but all I was doing is not breaking my mental beliefs. I thought that 5,000 is a lot of money, and no one will afford more than 5,000 rupees to be able to get my service. So what I did was something unexpected, and the results were unexpected too. I basically started a new service, started a new agency, and the first client I charged was a high ticket, and it's the first time I was charging high ticket. I was terrified. I went on the sales call and pitched the price. I literally remember that moment when I first pitched that price to the client. My mentor said that once you say the price, just shut the fuck up. And I literally did that. I basically told them all the deliverables. So I simply showed that client how I can deliver you the results and what will be the deliverables. And I simply said it's going to be 60,000 rupees per month. And that's it. I was just, my fingers were doing like this. It was just tingling, and I was just terrified inside. But as soon as I said that, I remember that you need to shut the fuck up. You don't have to say any word until and unless she says something. And whenever you do this, whenever you shut the fuck up after saying the price, and you don't speak, then you're basically going to close that deal. And that's exactly happened. She agreed, and she was just a little skeptical because I had known that I had charged this much amount, and it was literally visible on my face that it's a lot of money that I'm asking. But still, she took that chance. And what happened next will literally shock you, because I onboarded that client, and in just 10 days, she got over 10,000 followers, and in 30 days, she got over 40,000 followers, and we literally blew up her entire Instagram profile and her personal brand. And it was the first time I was too much confident to charge even more amount for my services. And just because I charged that amount, I was able to deliver good results, hire good talent, and take better softwares to be able to deliver the results that she wanted. And it worked. And it was way more easier to work with her because she understood that she's paying for the result, not for how many hours do I work. And this is what most people don't understand about pricing. If you charge cheap prices for your products, for your services, you can't deliver premium results. Let's say you are selling the same services as me, like personal branding services for 30,000 rupees per month. And I know, and you might know as well, you are doing this as well. And I know a lot of people who are charging this much, and God knows how they are able to get results for their client. But anyways, after taxes, after paying employees, after tools and all the tech you need to be able to build a personal brand for your client. After all of this, you're left with only 15,000 rupees. Now, tell me how you can hire a better talent in 50,000 rupees in India. You can't. You simply can't. And even if you hire some good talents, some fresher, they are really good at something in just 15,000 rupees per month, then what about the profits, my man? You're doing business for profits, not to do the work and show revenue to the world that, yeah, I made 30,000 rupees. Because it's not profit. It's not. In that 15,000, you can't even buy premium softwares. And the worst part is you can't even reinvest into your education, into your skills. And hence, you won't be able to get good results for the client. And hence, most of the agencies, most of you guys deliver mediocre results to your clients, which means you can't raise your prices. It's a complete loop. It's a death spiral which will keep you broke forever. But then I didn't stop. I actually kept increasing my prices until I wasn't able to close any more clients. What I did, the second client I onboarded after that client, after giving insane results to that client, I basically charged that client for 95,000 per month. And it was the highest that I charged. But this time my hands were not tingling. I was able to just basically say the price and shut up. But doing this changed everything. Like, I was able to afford the best tools, I was able to afford the best talents, and I was able to reinvest back into my business, back into my own brain, back into my own knowledge to be able to get those results for the clients that I always wanted. It was always about the results for me. It was never about the money, because money comes later after the result. If you are charging a lot of money for your services and if you're not delivering the results, then that money is zero, completely zero. That doesn't mean shit. Even if you are really good at client acquisition, you are really good at cold emails, you're really good at cold DM, you're really great at closing, nothing can work if you don't have a system to deliver them the results. Nothing will work, trust me. And the best part is this client became our best case studies till now. We got him over 300,000 followers. I know this is not believable, but if you just go to my Instagram, Asli Creates, you will just see in my highlights, this guy got over 100,000 followers in just 5 days and 300,000 followers in just 30 days, which was insane. And I realized that rich people don't micromanage everything. They just understand how systems work. They don't complain about every single detail because they are too busy in their own business making money, and all they care about is the result that you deliver for them. And especially they pay on time, they stick for longer, so the LTV, the lifetime value of the client, these clients are really high, and they also refer you some more premium clients from their network. And that's when magic happens inside your business, because if you deliver good results to premium clients, they will do anything to recommend you amongst their friends and their colleagues and their business partners. And after running my agency for 1 year, I learned something that changed everything. In the previous agency, it was really, really easy for me to get to $10,000 per month, which is 8 lakh rupees MRR every single month. But my co-founder did a really, really, really disgusting mistake that I still can't forget. So what my co-founder did, just for the sake of revenue, just for the sake of that sale, he onboarded a client and she was paying 30,000 rupees per month for the exact same services. I literally can't process this thing because this was happening again and again. It literally ruined everything. That 30,000 rupees per month client took each and every part of our process and calculated every single thing that could go wrong. And you will understand this sooner or later, that someone who is paying 30,000 rupees per month for a service, for the exact same service that we were charging 1 lakh rupees per month for, they both are completely different person. And it was all chaos for a few months. But again, we got her really nice results, like 250,000 followers in 4 months. And after that, we started to gradually increase the prices. It's not about money. It's not about the standards that, like, if someone wants to work with her, we can't take less money for the work. It's not about that. How can I deliver you the results which is not worth 30,000? And that's the same thing that most of people don't understand. Most of the clients who look for cheap services don't understand that if an agency is charging you this less money, then just run. You will be surprised when I say this. Rich people actually trust you less if you charge less. That's right. You'll get to know. Meanwhile, all the premium clients that I had, they always texted me with nice, beautiful messages that great work, team is going fire. It's like I'm experiencing great results on my videos and stuff like that. But those type of client who was paying 30,000 rupees for a month, they were never happy. Like never. But what I'm about to tell you will simply blow your mind, because recently we actually doubled our prices, which means we are charging now 2 lakh rupees per month every single month from our clients. And obviously it's not the same thing that we used to sell a year before, but we did something that no agency is doing right now. No one. Okay, this is something which will eventually blow your mind, which will come to you guys as well in some different form, and you will realize how powerful is that. Like, our client don't even have to lift a finger. Maybe I'm exaggerating this, but they don't even have to think about building a personal brand anymore, because we leverage AI for every single thing. From doing research, from building content strategies, from doing scripts. They don't even have to record. And you might think this is some shit like Hagen and all, but it's not. Trust me. And in some days, you will see me in the videos, not in the YouTube videos. I won't clone myself on YouTube videos, obviously. But sooner you will see me on Instagram, but I never recorded that video. And you will be surprised. Until and unless I tell you, you won't realize. I'm so excited for that, because we are just testing it out. And my hats off to my co-founder who figured this out and built this shit. And it's crazy. And that AI technologies that we are implementing for our clients, the amount that we are spending on these technologies are some agencies' monthly revenue. And I don't want to bring you down by saying that. I just want to tell you that this is where doubling your prices can take you to. We have built systems that save me and my clients 30 to 40 hours every month. They don't even have to sit and record for hours and hours to look perfect on camera. And even if they don't know how to speak, they still manage to get millions of views and basically build a business on top of it. And I know it's scary, but it is what it is. And this is where the world is going right now. But understand this, the technology, the tools, the team that we have right now, it wouldn't be possible to build something like this if we were charging 30,000 rupees per month for our services. It's not. So here's what you need to understand about rich people and poor people. Poor people buy based on pricing. They always look for the cheapest option. Rich people buy based on value, what they are getting in return, and they always look for the best. Poor people negotiates on every single penny, every single dollar, every single rupees. Rich people barely negotiate, and they pay premium prices in order to get the best results in the industry and to move faster than anyone else who is looking for cheaper options, because they value time more than their money. Poor people want to be involved in every single part of your process because they simply don't trust you. And they don't even trust that this is going to work. So how do you actually attract rich and premium clients instead of broke ones? First, you need to position yourself on social media as a go-to expert, not as an amateur service provider. I got all of my high-ticket clients through my personal brand with zero ad spend. And when you position yourself as a go-to expert in your industry, rich people find you. You don't even have to find them, because they don't shop around and look for the cheapest option. They always want the best. Second, you need to solve expensive problems. Rich people always have expensive problems, and they are willing to pay any price to solve that problem. Third, you need to communicate value through your offers and words, not the features, how many videos you do per month. They don't care. All they want is your result. And here's the step-by-step plan to make this happen. Step 1, identify one expensive problem that rich people in your industry have. Step 2, create a solution. It can be an AI solution or a human solution as well, in order to fix that problem. Step 3 is position yourself in such a way that they think that you are the only person who can give me this kind of solution and this kind of result. Step 4, which is the most important step, build a personal brand around this expertise. Step 5, double your prices immediately. And I'm serious about this last one. If you're delivering real results to your clients, you're probably undercharging by 50 to 80%. Rich people expect to pay premium prices for premium results. And when you charge too little, they actually doubt you and basically they trust you less. Look, I might sound a little intimidating. You might think that what if no one pays these kind of prices? And here's the simple truth. The right people will always pay for these prices and the wrong people will never pay. And you don't want the wrong people, right? You want to filter out the time wasters, micromanagers, and people who just get anxious just after you say the price. Because down the line, even if they agree by negotiating a bit, they won't be satisfied with the results. Never. They'll continue your service for a month or two and they'll simply go away without saying anything. You want to attract those kind of people who value results over price. The people who will stick for longer and refer you some premium clients as well. And the people who will let you do your own work and put your creativity around it. Speaking of doing the best work, I'm about to launch something in few months which is going to create history in this space. I can't reveal all the details, but we are creating something, we are building something that has never been built before. It's going to show you how to position yourself as a go-to expert, how to attract high-paying clients as I did, and how to charge premium prices. And all of this through your personal brand. Nothing like this exists on entire internet. I mean, nothing. It's taking us really longer than we thought because we are not trying to cut any corners. And once it's ready, you'll get to know. But you don't have to wait for that thing in order to implement this. Right now, today, at this moment, I only want you to do just one thing. Just look at your current pricing and double it. And I'm being serious. If you are delivering premium results, if you're delivering good results to your clients, you're undercharging, period. Rich people are waiting for you to pay those premium prices for premium solutions. Stop competing with broke people who will never value what you do. Start serving to the people who will pay what you're actually worth. And trust me, your bank account will thank you for this. And I'll see you in the next one.